This is Cosma Creations, and I know I have kept you waiting way too long for a new video, and I'm really sorry about that. The thing is, you want to learn how to draw dragons, but I want to learn how to make long videos, and I'm not that good at it. So bear with me, I just keep making them, and sometimes I just throw everything away, and sometimes a video comes out, and here we are. The question that I get asked the most is how did you learn to draw dragons? How long did it take you? And can you please teach me to draw dragons too? A couple of months ago I made a tutorial for a Wyvern. That one was popular. And that got me thinking about how did I learn to draw dragons? Because when you want to go on the same journey as me, I did not learn to draw dragons from making tutorials. I haven't done any step-by-step tutorial for a dragon. I learned how to draw my own ideas and my own dragons. And I actually think that is deep down, you have a dragon or another fantasy creature inside of you that you want to put to paper. You have an idea and you can almost grasp it. You can almost see it. You have a feeling how you want it to be. You have it in your imagination and you don't know how to put that idea to paper. And that is actually something that I would like to help you with, because I had the same struggle. I had so many ideas for dragons and other beings, and I didn't know how to put it in a drawing. When I tried, it didn't look like my idea at all, and I wasn't very happy about it. So I went on this journey. I'm not saying that I'm not gonna make tutorials, because they're just fun to do, and you should see it as an exercise. You'll learn some tips and some tricks along the way, but in the end it's the practice that matters most. Before we dive into it, I want to let you know that I have a stutter. Sometimes it's almost completely gone, and sometimes it bothers me a lot. And I just can't cut it out all the time because then it interrupts the story too much, so bear with me. I'm also gonna play a time-lapse of a drawing to make the video less boring, so you don't need to stare at my head the entire time, so maybe it can make the video a bit more interesting. So let's start at the beginning of my journey. I always wanted to learn how to draw dragons, and I always felt like I couldn't. It always felt like I could draw animals from photos, I could draw faces from photos, I could change them a little, but I could not come up with a dragon. I could draw a dragon that another artist made already. I could draw that one from the picture, but I couldn't create my own dragon. And that's what I really wanted to do. I kind of gave up on them for a couple of years. I kind of felt like that I would never be able to create my own creatures and my own fantasy beings. But I really wanted to get back into drawing dragons, and this time I really wanted to learn it, and I did not wanted to give up on them before I was able to draw a proper one. And I knew if I want to learn how to draw dragons, I need to draw tons of them. And I need to learn their features, I need to learn their skeletons, I need to learn their anatomy. But we don't have dragons to learn from, but we do have animals. And basically dragons are a combination of different types of animals. So I started to look into that. I started to look into animal anatomy, and I started drawing many animals, but they were just sketches. And the most important thing, if you want to learn how to draw anything, is to put in the work. There is no shortcuts. I can give you a tutorial on how to draw a wyvern. I have that one up. But then you'll be able to draw that wyvern. You won't be able to draw your wyvern. You won't be able to put to paper that creature that's living somewhere in your mind. But to be able to draw from your own imagination or see a photo of an animal and transform that into a dragon, you need to have a lot of knowledge, and you need to train your eyes. And that's just basically what it is. You need to train. And if I want to run a marathon, I don't need to run a marathon every day to train for that. But it would be a good idea to exercise almost every day for that marathon. And that's what I started to do. I started to make sketches of almost anything, mostly animals, but also from flowers and trees and humans. They were just quick sketches, a couple of minutes. Sometimes they were just like stick figures, but it would train my eye. I would take in a couple of minutes to look at the picture or at the creature or the animal that I was gonna draw, and then I started drawing it. And I did that almost every day. Sometimes I did like 4 or 5 a day, and sometimes just 1. And of course there are days that I just couldn't make it. And I've been doing that for a couple of years. What I also started doing is drawing animal skeletons, and that's actually a very good way to learn where animals connect. And evolution is a wonderful thing. Lots of animals that you would think are very different, like a cat and a horse, but they all have like some sort of rules, like the shoulders are around the same spot, and all that information. If you learn that information, you can create your own creature that would still make sense. And something that I would highly recommend is when you have like something like an natural history museum close by, that you would visit and take your sketchbook with you, or a photo camera if they allow you to take pictures, and study the skeletons there. We have in the Netherlands, we have Naturalis in Leiden, and they have dinosaur skeletons, and they are perfect for studying dragons. So when I go there, I take pictures with my phone, and at home I start sketching these skeletons, and they don't have to be good. It's okay if you mess up, because they are not fully rendered artworks. They're practice, and it's nothing more than that. If I'm gonna train for a marathon and I did my exercises, nobody's gonna say like, yeah, but you didn't walk a marathon today. No, I didn't. I was exercising. And that's what you're gonna do too. You're gonna exercise for your badass dragons. So you're making all these sketches, maybe a couple a day, maybe 1 a day, maybe 3 times a week. Even that would be enough. But with all these sketches, you're building knowledge, you're training your eyes, and eventually every now and then you can take a photo of an animal, and you can think about what would that animal look like as a dragon. And at first you are just gonna draw the animal, and then you give it some extra decoration to make it dragon-like. But if you do that more and more, you can take a photo of an animal and then draw that animal as a dragon, and then you're already almost there. You are basically going to transform animals into dragons and wyverns and drakes and worms and all the other cool creatures. But there is also a big downfall to this, and I've also seen videos on YouTube about that you don't need to draw every day to become good at drawing. I disagree with that. You don't need to draw every day, but you need to draw almost every day. Like I said, you really need to put in work. You really need to practice. You need to train yourself, and I can explain you step for step how to draw a wyvern, but I cannot train your hands, I cannot train your eyes, I cannot train your brain, because that's basically what you're doing. But there is a risk here that you will burn out, that you will make the 1000th sketch that you did, and that you feel like you have improved that much. And that is something that you really need to watch out for, because we all want to make good drawings. We want people, when they look at our work, we want them to be excited. We want to create something that makes people feel something. And that's not how you should see those sketches. What I actually did is I stopped sharing those sketches. I am sharing my dragon sketches now that I'm happy with them. But most of what I've done before, I didn't care about how it looked. And it looked very, very bad. But it wasn't about that. It was about me having a good time. And I made the moments that I was going to make that sketch. I make the moments for myself. What I often do is I watch a movie and I make a cup of tea or a cup of coffee, or I have a wine with it. And then I'm just gonna make a relaxing moment for myself. Have a little bit of peace and quiet, and make a couple of sketches. Or when it's a nice weather outside and I have a moment, maybe it's just 15 minutes, I'll just grab a snack or make it cozy and just sit in the garden and make a quick sketch. And when it's not about making good sketches, but more about having a good time, then it becomes easier to practice. And I basically made it a habit to make quick sketches on different moments of the day. I also bought a small sketchbook that I can take with me whenever I go out. And like when you go out for dinner and you already ordered and you're waiting for your food, that's a perfect moment to make a couple of those sketches. Or moments like that you're waiting for the bus or that you're in the train, you can make sketches. You'll find when you start doing that, at first it's difficult because you're doing something that you're not used to. But at some point it's gonna be like a second nature. A quick recap of what I just said. If you want to learn how to draw your own creatures, your own dragons, your own wyverns, you need to put in work. You need to practice a lot, but that's not a bad thing. It's actually a fun thing. It might take you a couple of years, and I'm going to be here. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to keep making videos. But I recommend for now that you get a sketchbook, get a pen, and just go out and draw. Let me know in the comments if this video was helpful to you. I want to make, like I said, I want to make more videos like this. And I still will be making the tutorials because I know there are people who really like making them. But I want to focus more on the videos that will show you my journey, the journey on how I learned to draw dragons. Because I believe that if I can inspire you or motivate you to go on the same journey, that would be way more helpful to you to learn to draw your own creatures and your own dragons. Because I know you are thinking of that little dragon down there. And it's time that we're gonna help him out. I've learned so many things on the way, so many things that work, so many things that don't work, and I want to share all these things with you. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments so I can make some more specific videos directed to the questions that you have. So thank you for watching. I see you with the next one, and I'm very grateful for having all of you here. Bye!